We're over here hooking up the Sporttrek, gonna bring it back to the house for a little bit today. It's just a relaxing Sunday, but the purpose of bringing the travel trailer home for a moment is because we are going to attempt to take out the recliners that are in it and put in a Burrow couch, which is a modular couch, and see if we like it a little better. So if this is something you're thinking about, maybe this video will be helpful, but you can see how this goes for us, and if this turns out to be a more like comfortable living space for us that we prefer. The goal for us is to have like 2 extra sleeping spots, but without, having a bunkhouse necessarily. So we like the dinette still. I'm still considering whether or not we want to take that out, but it did really work for our daughter when she brought her friend. We went camping last weekend. So I think we want to keep that for now. But the reclining couch, it's got this, if you guys have been in any new campers lately, it's got this like vinyl material. It's kind of, at first I thought I was really gonna like it. It's not quite a leather, but it's got a little bit of a vinyl feel. And it feels like it was gonna be soft and comfortable, but actually like it pulls on my clothing and I actually don't really like it. And the couch itself isn't very soft. Matter of fact, the Thomas Payne couch in our Georgetown was much softer and more comfortable. This one's kind of hard. So after sitting in it and being in it a little bit, taking our first trip, I kind of decided I don't really like the thing. And what can we do to replace it and make it more comfortable, but also a possible sleeping area? So hopefully modular couch comes to the rescue. Modular being the key word because we got to be able to get it in the door. This trailer does not offer like a huge, window to take out to get it through, like maybe some of the bigger fifth wheels do. So we got to be able to get this thing in the door. So we've done our research, looked at some modular type furniture, and ran across the Burrow Union 2-seat couch, which is 70 inches wide, and I really hope that this is going to be the solution we need.
Real quick while we're out here, this is our storage unit. We really have always tried to keep our stuff inside just because it keeps it nicer, looks nicer when it sits inside out of the sun. So this is our unit. Say hello, unit.
Hello, unit. It does keep it nice. And we don't like keeping our stuff out in the weather. And, sure, is it an extra monthly fee? Yeah, it's not a big one though. This place is pretty reasonable. And
honestly, the fee, you get the feedback when you get rid of your unit because your unit stays so much nicer. So it's kind of like just a small investment in your investment.
Yeah, in our opinion. First of all, it comes in a lot of boxes, but it arrived very quickly. At least they're labeled pretty well. This one has the arms. This one has the hardware, the seats, and the seat backs. Hopefully it's fairly easy to figure out. So for the most part, these boxes were pretty easy to cut open. If you need to return it, you could just tape them up pretty easily. Everything was boxed really well, packaged well. Cushions are pretty lightweight and actually kind of comfy. I appreciate that everything was kind of wrapped up nicely. It protected the color of the fabric. Hardware was wrapped up nicely, very easily labeled.
Directions, and they seem to be better than IKEA. But it looks like they have the directions for like the whole, like whatever you do, like corner chairs, or because it's all modular, so it's like one set of directions for everything.
Well, show me one of the pages so I can see what you mean. So they're all their couch parts basically are put together the same way.
Right, so here's like part of it.
Okay.
And then if you flip the page, it shows corner seats, which we don't have.
Okay. But, I mean, there's actual words, unlike IKEA. So far, the material looks really great. I sat on one. It's soft, it's cushy, and it's a nice material. It's not like super silky. It's a little bit like the couch we have in the house. It does have a little bit of that, I want to call it microfiber, but it's not. Watch this, I'll show you. It's not quite like this silky micro suede ottoman that we have, which I hate and I'm getting ready to replace for actually a material more like what this Burrow couch is. It's just a little softer, has a little more of a maybe polyester cottony feel, but it's definitely not this silky stuff that collects all kinds of pet hair and lint. This is nice. There's a few parts here. Looks like a lot, but I don't think it is. This actually looks really simple.
They sent me a handy dandy wrench.
Nice.
It actually looks like...
What's better than an Allen wrench? Those
Yeah.
little silver things they give you?
Yeah. It's a race.
Who's gonna win, left or right?
Right will definitely win.
Your left hand stupid.
My left hand. Oh, oh. Oh, it's a tie.
For the most part, this couch was pretty easy to assemble. Pieces just snap together. And for the most part, the holes were in the correct places. They look like nice legs.
Thank you.
I was wondering if ivory was the wrong color for the camper. Jared's already scuffed it.
You're the one that bought a white couch.
I know, I want to brighten the place up. It's all good. I'm not too worried about it. I'm really not.
Come on, man.
The holes don't line up.
Mm-mm. Maybe this one will.
Oh, it looks like you're getting it. First of all, these are like really nice legs, but these side screws have these turn handles, and I don't know that we've ever really seen that. And I think we like it.
We're putting this on, and I was getting ready to put the bolts in it to kind of start stiffening it up, and there's no hole right here. So I'm just going to take a knife. And
Oh man, just don't cut the fabric. No, like gently. You're like gouging it.
there's no other way to do this.
Like make a circle.
You make a circle.
How about I'll do it?
Go for it.
How deep does it need to be?
Just need big enough to get the bolt through.
How's that?
Let me see something.
Too small?
That's got to go through. She's doling my new knife. That'll be good.
The moment of truth. It's supposed to be 70 inches. That's the most I have for the camper.
Yeah.
It is 69 and a half. I think it's gonna be great. First impression.
It's deep and it's a little bit hard.
My first impression is that I love the material. And it's actually, okay, it's a little bit firm, but it's like, it's got give. So it's not like hard on my tailbone or anything. I've had a couch that was way worse. And it was like a modular sectional. It almost had like a spring in it. Didn't that gray couch have like a spring? And I could feel the spring in my tailbone. This doesn't have a spring.
Is that about the one in the
It's like
Holiday
a
Rambler?
phone. Huh?
Is that about the one in the Holiday Rambler?
No, the one in the basement in Idaho.
Oh, that couch is awful.
Right, this is much better than that. This is, I like it. And I'm 5'5". So if I were to lay down in the camper, like this could be a bed. You have to bend your knees a little bit. Okay, like this is nice.
It's for the non-paying customers.
This is way better than what's in it. In case you haven't seen it before, this is the couch I'm talking about. Now, I'm going to show you how this couch sits in a minute, but we have 140 inches from this end to this end in this whole slide. So this dinette makes a fantastic bed Olivia really liked it. It was great. Actually, 2 people, you know, can sleep there if needed. And then you can sleep here. Your knees have to curl up a little bit, which is going to be what the new modular couch is going to do. But that's the space we have to work with, 70 inches. So it is what it is. But for me, and, you know, I don't know. Jarrett, you can tell your opinion, but it's hard. I don't care for the vinylish material. It's a little bit sticky. So like when I was trying to get comfortable in it, reclining, my clothes would stick. And like bunch up my shirt, and I just don't care for it. Okay. Jarrett, you want to sit in that and show what it's like to pull out the recliner? It's not a button recliner.
Mm-mm.
It's not as nice as what was in our Georgetown.
It's got this little latchy thing. It's got a pull up on it.
Yeah.
And then you can,
I mean, it does lean back, and I know you like your recliners. So I think we're going to work with an ottoman and see what happens, but...
well, honestly, I think the TV in here and stuff, like, I just don't know how much we'll even, if we put a TV in our room, which what we want to do, I don't know how much we'll use that TV.
A little bit.
But, so.
I think the one thing we do like is, you know, this little cup holder and charger. But there is an outlet down here where everything plugs in, and we'll just use that in its place. But I don't know. You agree that the material isn't great?
Yeah. I do.
It's actually not that bad. I like the color. It's a lighter taupe color. And you're probably like, well, the Dinette's the same material, and, you know, you don't have problems with that. Well, it's a dinette. It's easy to wipe off and clean, and we're sitting there to eat, not necessarily lounging or laying down in it. And I got dinette covers for the little seats, and that works as like sheets when we put it down. They're actually pretty comfortable. Yeah, it's easy to clean, and the couch we're putting in is probably not going to be easy to clean. But I think we're going for maybe a little more homier, cozier feel to it, if possible. And maybe a more comfortable place to sleep. This was actually pretty comfortable when we put that Coleman sleeping bag on it. It was actually kind of cushiony and nice. But like sitting and watching a movie, I don't want to always have to put the sleeping bag on it just to feel like it's more comfortable.
Oh, I see. It's got a little doodad back in the back. Yep. So if you look right there, you see a little latchy thing that is holding this recliner in. So I gotta figure. I'll get a prize bar and just wedge it up. And I should be able to scoot this recliner right out. So if the back comes off this recliner, which I hope it does, it'll actually be pretty easy to get out. And honestly, that will fit under the new couch because it's got legs on it. So I'm just gonna leave it there, and in case we decide to put this back in, we can snap it right back in place. Maybe you can unplug these guys.
Well, great.
One piece out.
There's not a whole lot attached here, so that's good news. We thought there'd be a whole lot attached to the flooring and leave us a bunch of holes, but am I making a mistake? I don't know. Because I think the mistake is going to be if we find that this couch is not comfortable, the new one. I just don't want to upset, you know, the recliner.
The guy doing all the work.
The guy doing all the work and the recliner loving man.
I do like my recliner.
Yeah, but this one, I think you would agree that even if we replace this with whatever was in the Georgetown.
The one in the Georgetown was definitely nicer.
Right. So we'll get it right. We'll get it right or we'll get it wrong. These are the cushion covers I was telling you about. I got them on Amazon, and they're actually not a bad material. It's kind of a little bit fleecy, flannel-y material, but they're super easy to put on. And one fits the seat and one fits the back. fit really nicely. And then when you make the dinette bed, it kind of creates its own little sheet. And then you just put down, I use the bedding that came with the camper, and a pillow, and she sets them up here and watches the TV, and it was really nice. But I got black ones coming because I like black better. While he's putting feet on, I'm going to show you the inside of this Burrow cushion. So I'm going to have to hold it while I do this, but it's got this foam block, and then on the top and bottom there's another like cushiony pillow. See, cushion, foam block. So it does have some cushion, but after sitting on it a little while last night in the office just trying to test it out, it is pretty firm. Right on the money.
Super low too.
Well, yeah, it's low in the house. So can we get the cord? Oh, I don't know. It's tight, but it fits.
Unless we get one of those like little flat surge protector deals.
Well, we could try that.
I don't like it.
You don't like it? You don't like it? You haven't even sat on it. Where's your sense of adventure? Well, if you think it's too low, you could build a little platform for it.
No.
How do you really feel? Do you want me to go get the ottoman from the office so you can see how it feels with an ottoman?
There's no place to rest your head.
No, I knew that in the video reviews I watched. Covers that outlet just enough that we can't get something back there. I don't think you like it, do you?
Mm-mm.
Oh, crap. I think you'd like it better if we were plugged in and the AC was on.
Oh, this ain't so bad.
Here, move your feet.
High gear, you got one more? One more?
That's the highest gear.
Or an high gear, okay.
Well, if we had it plugged in and the AC was on, you'd probably be feeling better about it. I think this is really comfortable.
I just don't know how much it will actually watch that TV.
Let me see the ottoman. Share the love. It doesn't take up all the space. I like this. You don't like it? You're all sweaty, and I think that's why you don't like it.
This is, with me being able to rest my head back here, this ain't so bad. It's just a small space. It's not a big cozy camper.
But this is a much more comfortable couch. I think we should try it for one camping trip.
Well, I'm just sitting here, and I got this thing so high, high up, which I'm not really sure why they have a space under the fireplace like that. It's just,
Well, that's what I thought too. Couldn't it touch the ground?
to move the whole thing down would make it better. I just don't know that I want to like take all that on and then we have the holes in the wall.
Right. I'm not too worried about the TV as much as I am. I'd like to brighten up that wallpaper, make it more fun and brighter. Because I like the wood look, don't get me wrong, but it's like too much going on and it kind of darkens the space with all these dark doors and the dark cabinetry.
This space here is one of the things I didn't like about the camper when we initially bought it. Was I thought that this space, especially right here,
Was narrow.
too narrow.
I mean, it is. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit narrow, but when I measured, because we thought maybe we could do a pull-out bed, it wasn't gonna work because of the angle of the bathroom door. And you only have 75 inches from this wall to where it hits the edge of this fireplace. So a pull-out bed just isn't gonna work. And I thought, well, let's rip out the dinette and do it there. But honestly, like, the dinette makes a great bed, that makes a fine bed. It's fine, it's glamping. What more could you ask for? We're spoiled to even camp with a cozy couch and a venti fan, and your feet up on an ottoman, and a TV, and a fireplace.
This is roughing it. What you're talking about.
The verdict is we're sweating to death because we don't have the camper plugged in. I think it's gonna be great. If you guys don't have a venti fan yet, oh my gosh, we just discovered these things. It's so great. Has a little LED light, a remote control. It oscillates or it doesn't. It extends, it lowers, it folds up. It's perfect. If we can take it in the bedroom, if we want like a little white noise instead of like the AC running all night, or we can take it out on the patio. It's kind of small. Looks like it's not gonna push much air, but if you're sitting right in front of it, it actually does. I love it. I loved it so much I ordered two. All right, watch this. Remote. And then it has a little carrying case it comes with. I mean, come on. And a little charging port. So you charge it and the thing runs for about 48 hours. I love this little thing. Short video today, but hopefully some of that Burrow setup was helpful to you. If you're looking to get one, we'll let you know later in a separate video how things are going, how we like it once we camp on it, see how it goes. Sorry we look like this, but it's 100 degrees and we're sweating it out today. So stay cool. See you on our next adventure.
See you guys.